A week ago, that was a typical gang and this was a typical villa. But Casa Sant'Isia 1 became world famous on the morning of Saturday due to a murder. And today, in Foreigners Behaving Badly, let's delve into this case. On Saturday 14th of June, Zidan Radmanovich, his wife, and a couple who were staying with them were slumbering in this villa when, in the early hours of the Saturday morning, all hell broke loose as three men entered the villa through this door and approached him in the bathroom. Shots rang out, and there are three other villas, so it woke people up. Shots ran out and he lay on the floor dying. His friend was beaten up and the assailants fled on motorbikes. So it must be stated that a villa like this will cost around 8,000 Aussie per year. Tourists don't live in these kind of villas. These are long-term rentals. Hence, tourists mustn't be afraid. This has got nothing to do with tourism. So you would be paying at least double that price for a villa like this in Oz, maybe even triple. So you can see that you get value for money living in a place like this. The problem with living in a place like this, it's so secluded. It's not like there are a lot of people. So if you are thinking of escaping to Bali, don't choose a villa in a quiet gang. Anyway. Indonesia is not famous for gun crime. In fact, this is only the second foreigner to die, the first being last year through gunshots. Are we safe? The headlines screamed. Is Bali safe? Well, what a silly question. Bali, of course, is safe. This was a hit. Of course, the three perps were caught. I think two were in Singapore, one was fleeing Jakarta. Why they decided to stay in ASEAN? Do they not have a brain? There is extradition between all ASEAN countries. Why didn't they flee to Europe? Anyway, that's for the courts to decide. But the bigger question, and the one that the police will be wanting to answer most, how did they get the guns? Who gave them these guns? Guns are not readily available. As with most countries, what you pay is what you get. But my guess is it's who you know, not what you know. These are gangland people, both the perps and the gentleman who died. These people are heavily into crime. So of course, as well as your territory, be it Eastern Europe, be it Australia, you're gonna have some kind of links to similar in other countries. And I'm guessing when it all comes out that these guys were linked to other gangs in Indonesia. I almost forgot. Ba, don't be a sheep.